Hey guys, so today is going to be a little bit more of a chatty video. I'm going to be going over how I get this nice, natural, quick, what am I trying to say? I'm going to be going over how I got this really quick, natural, easy makeup that you can kind of do in like 15-20 minutes. It took me a little longer because I was talking through it. And this video is going to be a little bit more chatty. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more about myself and how I've been feeling lately. And spoiler alert, it's not been the best, but I'm trying to make the best of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how I went ahead and got this really nice, easy, natural look, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump into it. My hair is washed, but I slept on it wet, and it's kind of being a little crazy, so ignore that. Also, I think I'm starting my period next week, and I am breaking out. I'm also in a really weird, strange funk, so that's fun. So we're gonna go ahead and prime. This is the Catrice Cosmetics Keep Me Matte Primer, and we're just gonna try her out. I've had this for a while, and I haven't tried it out. Oh, it's like kind of lotiony. Maybe that's good. Let me put that where I get oily. Yeah, it's very lotiony. I like that. So it is setting. Hopefully it doesn't pill, because I'm gonna use a pore filling primer, like putting pressure on it to see if it starts pilling. It's not, so that's good. Next, we're gonna go in with a pore filling primer. This is the Whipped Cream Primer by Winky, and this has the funnest texture. Look at that. It's like fluffy. So we're just gonna go ahead and smooth this out. It's like it pieces, but once you like massage it in, it's actually really nice. I just finished eating lunch. I had not Beyond Meat, which it's one of those meatless meat substitute companies. It's the Incognito. I think it's Morningstar. That's like the big company over that one. And I like them. I think they're so good. I'm not vegan or vegetarian. I just occasionally like to eat like meatless stuff. In my head, it's better for your digestive system and just to eat less animal products. So that's what I had for lunch, and it was so good. We put the McCormick hamburger seasoning on it, and super good. All right, so for foundation, I'm going to be going in with this Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation by L'Oreal. I really love this. It's nice and lightweight, and I'm going to go ahead and put some on the back of my hand because I kind of want to control the amount that I'm putting on. And also we're going to be using a sponge. This is a very lightweight foundation, very liquidy. We're just gonna go ahead and blend out with this sponge. Now with the sponge, you are gonna get less coverage than a brush, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I just kind of want this to even me out and kind of help control any of the redness that I'm getting from all these little pimples. I started breaking out, and I've been like using all my skincare products to try to fight the breakouts. I'm getting a bunch of little ones. I'm not getting any like many big ones, which is good. There's just like a lot of little ones, and they're so red. But hopefully in like a week or two, my skin is on the clearer side again. Right, and that's how it looks with the foundation all blended out. Now for concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal under my eyes and a couple little areas on my face with the Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer. And we're gonna use not a lot of this. I would usually just go crazy under the eye, around my nose, but we're just going to conceal where we need it today. Yeah, I've been in such a funk. Like over the weekend, I had a makeup appointment, so like I was keeping busy with that. But then after that, like I'm cleaning, I'm reorganizing my makeup kit and making sure that everything's clean and sanitized. And I don't know, my brain just went into a funk. I'm not feeling my best. And when I go through this, like I go through this pretty often, I try to tell myself that this is temporary. It's not forever. Don't dwell on it. Don't mope, because this is temporary. Just push through this, do what you gotta do, and this will pass. You know, telling yourself that and actually putting that into action is a lot harder than it is, and I feel so bad because my boyfriend does get a lot of it. And I tend to kind of looked for him for comfort when I should be trying to utilize my healthy coping mechanisms that I'm trying to practice and use more of to kind of help myself through this and not depend on other people. So that is something I'm working on. I do think I'm doing better than I used to, but I definitely can still improve a lot more. So, oh, there's a dragonfly. There's so many butterflies and dragonflies out. It's kind of pretty. And then I am just going to fill my brows up really quickly with the e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift pencil. This is like a $2 pencil and it's pretty good. Go ahead and comment down below. Like, how are you guys doing? I want to know how everybody is doing, especially with how crazy the world is right now. We're still going through the pandemic. Like, I literally thought this isn't gonna last as long as it is. I don't really think that this affects, I don't really know if it's like having an effect on my mental health. I mean, I'm sure it is. And also just being on social media and seeing everything that's going on. And I kind of have to watch myself on how much I absorb through social media and how much I take on, because it can be really heavy feeling. So I just try to watch myself and see how I'm feeling, and if I'm not feeling the best when I'm on social media, I just get off and try to do something else, because I can waste a lot of time just scrolling through my phone. I need to deep wash all my brushes so badly. I couldn't find my Alamar one, but I'm just going to be using this Morphe one and the NYX Full Coverage Concealer and just clean up the brows just a little bit, just to make them look a little neater. That is a pretty thick boy pencil. And even when I don't have a lot of product on my brows, just cleaning them up makes them look like you spent so much more time on them. So this is the step that I like to do. Now they're cleaned up, I have the concealer around it. I'm not gonna blend it out just yet because I'm gonna go ahead and clean up those lines where I need a little bit more product. It's usually here in the beginning to make sure that the shape is good. See, it just looks like you spent way more time on them than you actually did. A $2 pencil and a nice cream concealer to clean them up. I think that looks nice. And look how healthy my skin looks. And it's not the fullest coverage, but my skin still looks pretty healthy and natural. But because I am oily, I am going to set everything with a powder foundation. This is going to give me a little bit more coverage, and it's going to set this very dewy foundation down. I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline Full Coverage Compact Foundation, and I did mention that I want to give this a little bit more love because it is really good, and I hit pan on it. That's how much I love it, but I don't think I've ever put it in a video before this. It's gonna give me a little bit more coverage, tone down that glow, but it's still gonna look natural. And then we're just going to set our under eyes with this as well. As you can see, I still have a little bit of a natural sheen, but not as much as I did before. Now we're gonna go ahead and do some blush and bronzer. I'm gonna be using this LA Girl Blush Babe blush palette, and I'm gonna be using the bronzer in here with a Morphe M551. It's a nice tapered brush, and these are pretty pigmented powders. I believe this is like 10 bucks, I think. And the pigmentation in these is great. That just blends out so nicely. It's just a really pretty like bronzer. It's like a nice tone. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's very neutral and just looks really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two blushes, just a little bit of each, and kind of bring this a little high and back. And then whatever's left on the brush, kind of blend it forward. Just like that. Really natural looking blush. So pretty. These powders are so pretty. A little bit on the nose. Look how pretty that is. And it's such an inexpensive face palette. So good. And then instead of highlight, I'm gonna go ahead and use a blush as a blush topper. This is Milani's Luminoso. I'm just gonna pop a little bit on the top and use whatever glow this has. It's a bit of a blush topper. And sweep that downwards. Yeah, that is so pretty. We're gonna go super simple with the eyes. So we're just gonna use the bronzer in our crease. We're gonna go ahead and do like an outer corner, kind of pat that on the outer lid and then blend that up. We're just gonna run this on the lower lash line, just super throw it on. And I don't mind going super low. You can kind of use a smaller brush to keep it a little bit more higher, but I don't mind going low. And then for our lids, just to give it a little bit more brightness, we're gonna use our powder foundation with our finger and then throw this on the inner, maybe 3/4 of our lid. And make sure we get that in our corner. Get your blending brush and make sure everything is nice and blended. Just like that. I don't know if it's just like the crazy brow hairs, but every time I turn my head, I feel like I just need a little bit more. Maybe I just needed a little bit more. I think that looks really, I mean, without mascara, it's gonna look a little crazy, but I think that looks pretty. And if you need a little bit on the brow bone, just to kind of highlight that, I did go pretty high up. So we're just gonna take our pinky and put some there. And then grab our blending brush and blend that out. Cool. Now we're just gonna quickly throw on some mascara. So we're still using the Exhibitionist mascara. Now I kind of broke my no makeup I kind of broke my no makeup buying. What did I call it? A no buy-in makeup. I don't know what I called it. I did buy one mascara because I'm not super happy with this. I'm okay with using it, but my heart and soul belongs to L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. So I did buy a backup of this one because this one's basically almost gone, and I used it the other day, and it just made my lashes look so beautiful, so fluffy, so voluminous, and this is what I want in a mascara. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this up, and then I'll have that as my backup because I'm gonna try to get through this as quickly as possible. I'm probably gonna have it for another like month and a half, 2 months, because that's usually when mascaras start to go bad. But we're just gonna use this up. Get my mirror a little closer. I'm so indecisive, you can't cuff me, but I'm wifey. I just wanna who gon' flirt me like an icy. So I have been back on TikTok, watching TikToks. I need to make another one. I've been, ever since they talked about banning it, I kind of like stopped getting on it just because they were gonna ban it. And so why am I gonna continue something that's not gonna be there anymore? But they didn't ban it, and so I've been watching more TikToks recently, and I need to make some. I miss making TikToks. I think they're fun. TikTok has that energy where you can just kind of be silly, where, you know, Snapchat's a little bit more casual, Instagram's a little bit more structured, and then Facebook is just like your friends and family. Oh, I went so sloppy on that eye. When I'm doing mascara on myself, I'm like not the neatest person. Like I get it everywhere. Like I got it right here on my lid. And because this is so wet of a formula, it's just so much easier to just get all over the place. So I'm just gonna wait for all that to dry and then just kind of flake it off. Sometimes I don't even do that. I'll just leave it like that and just go on about my day. Yeah, I have actually been getting more makeup appointments. So I started back up with my makeup appointments here in Orlando, and I'm trying to be as clean and safe as possible. I'm actually sanitizing and reorganizing my makeup kit. That's what's piled up over here. That's actually my camera case. But it's been really fun, and it's been nice to have that going again and just focus on doing other people's makeup and just trying to be, you know, as safe as I possibly can for myself and my clients. It's been so fun, and I forgot how much I love doing other people's makeup, especially when it's somebody who doesn't normally wear a ton of makeup or has never gotten their makeup done before. I think it's so nice to see their reaction, just to see themselves all done up and really enhanced and pretty. But it's such a nice feeling, just being able to do makeup again. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this Milani lip liner in All Natural and just really lightly line up my lips. I'm just gonna lightly line everything out. We're gonna use more of like a glossy kind of sheer lipstick, because that is what I've been loving lately. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in just a little bit, not too much. The shade that I'm going in with is pretty pink, so I wanted to get a nice neutral lip liner. Actually, I don't think I've used this before. I've used the other shade that I have a lot. This is the L'Oreal Super Lustrous Glass Shine Lipsticks, I think. I use Nude Illuminator a lot. This is the shade in Glossed Up Rose. It's definitely more pinky. So I wanted to go in with like a nice neutral base for this. It's definitely a lot pinkier, but it's really pretty. So yeah, I'm just gonna tap this because these are so slick and shiny that a lot of product does come off. So just patting that on. Ooh, that's pretty. Fix my hair. Like I said, I fell asleep with it wet, and so it's not looking its best. Yeah, it's just gonna be a weird hair day. It's just gonna look weird. Should I put everything behind my ear? No, definitely taking some out. Let's do a little bit out and then flop it over. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, that looks good. Alright guys, that is this video. This is how I kind of achieve like more natural, fresh kind of look. It's super quick, super easy, and if I wasn't talking, I'd probably be able to get this done in like 15-20 minutes. Kind of took me a little longer. I did this in about 30 minutes. Of course, the video is not going to be 30 minutes long. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I kind of let myself talk a little bit more in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit more of a chatty video. Go ahead and let me know how you feel about it down in the comments. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Go ahead and subscribe. I upload every single Friday. Go ahead and follow me on my socials at Corina, MUA, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.